Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Nancy Drew, Alibi in Ashes. I'm gonna get George to pick up the chromatograph samples.
Your turn to take over. George, reporting for duty.
It's interesting, George and Ned seem to have the most maneuverability. Because it looks like Bess will always be
Mr. Drew is not in. He'll be back as soon as he can.
Seriously? Too soon? Well, I never tried George with the antique store, so let's try that.
Greetings.
What did Brenda ask while she was here?
I don't like it when people ask me questions. Right now, you are pestering me with questions about previous questions that I was pestered with earlier. It's just recursive and rude, and now I have a headache.
You're not a very chipper person. Why's that?
I once was.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I had a lot of fun in life. I had friends. I met the girl I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
Okay, then what happened?
What do you care? You some sort of tourist in other people's misery?
No, it's just... this shop is pretty cool. It seems like you'd be happy to run something like this instead of grumpy.
You'd think that. I was happy. But one time, just once, I tried to speak truth to power. And man, if I didn't pay the price.
What does that mean?
It means my life has been a cruel joke. Try as you might, it's hard not to let that influence your general mood.
What happened to end your career?
Well, when you make it your business to tell the truth, you make a lot of people mad. That's what happened to me. I was 20. I'd been around the block a few times, been working my own cases for 10 years at that point. I'd seen it all. I'd been kidnapped, knocked out, hexed, cursed, locked up in a trunk, you name it. But I always nabbed the baddies. Always. That is until I turned in J.P. Bennington for cheating his way into City Hall. The Bennington family was very powerful in those days. Still is. In fact, Tony's brother-in-law is a Bennington.
What happened?
He accused me of stealing one of his father's priceless antiques, this ancient magnifying glass that was supposedly used in the drafting of the town charter. Supposedly belonged to one of the town's founding fathers.
Why didn't you just say you were innocent?
Ooh, that's a really good idea. I did. In hundreds of ways, to anyone who would listen. It didn't matter.
That's not fair.
No, it isn't. My life was just beginning. Then in a blink, I was cut off at the knees. No one trusted me, no more cases. I lost everything. I wanted to see the world. I was going to. Then, just like that, he took that from me. Now I try to bring a little of the world to me when I can. But look around. This isn't enough.
What happened to Bennington?
He slandered me in the press, and people forgot about how crooked he was. He got into City Hall. His career took off, he became a judge, and moved on to the big time. Bye-bye, River Heights.
Why were you really at the old town hall?
I wasn't. I was just passing by.
We have evidence that you were there. What were you doing?
I was trying to open the time capsule.
Why?
That's none of your business. I didn't start the fire. I don't have to put up with this harassment.
See you later.
Until next time.
Great to see you again.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have we met? I know you talked to Ned. I don't know if you talked to anyone else. I'm just seeing if there's anything. How in the world do we get this woman's... let's try Drew's office again. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure. Where is it? Up here.
Mr. Drew is not in. He'll be back as soon as he can.
Oh, no, he said the fire place in Nancy Drew's home. Nothing there. Okay, and okay. What do we have on us? Well, let's check out what the journal says. So, Mr. Drew said he'll have a crumb delivered to the house. Okay. Bright light. Buzz, buzz. Full disclosure, this is Nancy again. The other two weren't me, though. Promise. Enough with the update. She keeps glaring at me when my phone buzzes. What? Keep an eye on him. Ned is off on his fake date, fake break, a fake leg. Try to avoid talking about Nancy if at all possible. Girls don't like that. That's terrible advice. You should say lots of good things about Nancy. Full disclosure, this is Nancy. Enough with the update. She keeps glaring at me when my phone buzzes. Buzz, buzz. Okay, so that was the result of Ned's date with Deirdre. I'm just going to call the other two, see if they have anything to talk about.
Hello?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ned?
What's up?
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, only one's Nancy.
What's up?
I'm curious.
Bye.
Bye.
Because...
Salutations.
Do you have any antique radios? Maybe in the back of the store?
Sure.
Empty? What would Alexei want with an empty bottle of ether?
I wonder if there's anything else here.
I need to find something to check for fingerprints.
No, only Ned has that, but he already wipes it clean, so...
Can't use my phone now.
Is she the only one with a camera? Has to be someone else with a camera. I'm just curious if he'll actually come back or not. See, here's the thing about this. I don't know if it's a timed event the minute you just go in, because I remember that one time I just happened to be looking at the telescope. I wasn't even in the full view, and he set him off. Alexei has ether in his shop. That's a possible accelerant. Didn't I already... Sorry, I'm just trying to figure things out here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird because we already know the fact that he was framed, but they won't talk about it. That's that. Okay. I don't know. I really don't.
Hi.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's just call Nancy then. I don't know what left is there to do. Maybe you can call Carson Drew.
What's up?
We found ether at Alexei's shop.
Really? That seems out of place at an antique shop. It's on the list of commonly used accelerants for buyers. Good find.
It's your turn.
Nancy Drew, taking over.
Nancy, I'm so glad you called.
Do you remember Alexei Markovic? He was one of your first cases.
That was a long time ago.
Do you think he was guilty?
The case wasn't that simple.
Why not?
There was a lot of evidence stacked up against him. As a prosecutor, I couldn't just ignore it.
I know that, but did you think he was guilty?
It didn't matter what I thought. I could tell from the start that the jury wanted him locked up. It was a very strange case. I mentioned it to the judge, and he told me that I was too new to the courtroom to make that kind of judgment. I believed him.
And now?
Now, I don't know. I wish I had listened to my instincts back then. From that day forward, Alexei went on to be an honest member of the community. And the Bennington family went on to cause no end of scandal. That right there speaks volumes.
I should get going.
Take care.
I just...
Nancy, I'm so glad you called.
I need to go. Talk to you soon.
Hi, bye. Okay, so... Still need to wait. Ether in trunk. It doesn't help that Tony's brother-in-law's one of them. It's still at a loss for the fingerprints for... I need those charts. Maybe Ned can
Hi.
retrieve. I don't know if a certain
I
person
need
needs
you
to
to take
retrieve it.
over.
Ned, reporting for duty.
Yep, time to go away from her. Come on. How exactly are they going to get this delivered at their home? Literally nothing else I can do here. There should be nothing upstairs. And my printer is going off. Oops. Oh wait, this is the cake thing. No! Out. Okay, I would just go around talking to people again, I guess.
What's up?
Goodbye.
See ya!
Yep.
Hi.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, how can I help you?
You don't seem to like Nancy, from what I've seen.
What are you implying?
Nothing.
Good.
Okay, interesting.
Is the town hall on the Historical Society's list of protected properties?
Of course. That building is very important to this town.
So that means that no one could knock it down to build something newer, right?
Well, that's the gist of it.
Do you know much about Alexei's past?
I do.
He mentioned that he used to be a detective, like Nancy.
Wow. He's usually pretty secretive about that. Did he mention that he let the power go to his head and stole from the people he was supposed to be helping? The town turned on him. He lost all his friends, and even his family practically disowned him.
He says he was framed.
In all this time, he's never proven his innocence. Must have been quite the detective.
He still seems upset about it.
Very upset. Very bitter about the whole thing. Did you know he's been jealous of Nancy all these years? She got what he wanted, and he hates it.
Do you think Alexei's the type to try to frame Nancy?
He might be. I wouldn't rule that out.
You're fighting a lawsuit about the land the old town hall stands on.
Yes, I'm in government. You want a full list of the suits I'm dealing with, grab a notebook and clear your calendar for the rest of the week.
What was going to happen with the old town hall?
There is a proposed land use issue at the moment. We were thinking of dismantling the structure and replacing it with something more relevant to the city. It's nothing to get excited about. These things take years.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
Let's not play our hand, Ned. Okay, I guess we can go talk to Alexei.
Greetings.
I heard that Carson Drew worked on the team that prosecuted your case.
He did.
What kind of cases did you take on when you were a detective?
No case too big, no fee too small, I used to say. I worked a lot of cases. I know it's silly. I do miss it. I used to be Magnificent Markovic, kid detective. That wasn't my nickname, that was who I was. When it was gone, I was just Alexei. Whoever that is.
Did you know that Carson took classes from J.P. Bennington?
Yes, I did. He was quite the teacher's pet from what I understand.
Do you think anyone will ever believe your side of things?
My parents, they would say, Alexei, do not worry. The truth will one day make itself known. But in my life, all evidence points to the contrary.
Tony thinks that you're bitter about what happened to you.
Well, of course I am. You would be too.
And that you're jealous of Nancy.
Stop right there. If you're going where I think you are.
She suggested that you might be angry enough to take it out on Nancy for having everything that you don't.
Get out! Get out of my store! Now! Leave me alone.
Okay, so interesting. So I have to be very careful with this guy in terms of talking with him. I just... yes, I was doing that to test it out.
Great to see you again.
Goodbye.
Drop by if you've got any hot tips.
It's gonna be hard because we literally cannot ask him any questions. We can't really ask anyone any questions because otherwise they'll get really angry or whatever.
Hi.
I'm turning the case over to you.
But either
Nancy
way,
Drew, taking over.
I'm gonna end set here. So thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribe. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. And until next time, guys, see ya!